Matt Cardona, welcome back, my friend. How are you?
I'm back, and I'm tanner than ever.
There were accusations that before Friday night you had spent multiple days inside a tanning bed.
I saw those. In fact, it was all self-tan the night before. Props to Chelsea Green for rubbing me. This is the first time Chelsea Green has seen the Broski Hotel tan job.
Wow.
You know, in the man thong, you know, all the different products. You know what I'm saying? The creams, the foams, the lotions, the sprays, because it's not just one product, it's a mixture of products.
Wow.
Yeah, and Chelsea, she helped rub me down.
Well, and you know what? That's one of the reasons why this had to happen, because she needs to know who she married.
I think she's starting to find out all these years later.
Well, man, first of all, I could not have been more happy for you as I'm watching on Friday night, and happy for me too, because I called the music for sure. Remember when I pitched it to you, I said has to start with woo woo woo. So when I'm watching Smackdown and LA Knight is in the ring and I hear woo woo woo, I said, yes, I'm a genius.
Are you on the writing team, Sam?
I must be. I mean, first of all, you took a moment when you walked out on SmackDown and you're in your Zack Ryder gear and you're introduced as Zack Ryder and radio is playing, where you looked around. What did it feel like for Zack Ryder to have his feet back on the ground in a WWE arena?
The first thing I was thinking was, man, that entranceway is slippery. But yeah, I let it soak in. I did a 360 just looking at the Tron. Like, man, even now I kind of have goosebumps just thinking about it. You know, for so many years, I thought that was it. You know, I thought Zack Ryder was dead, but you know, we once had the Ryder Revolution, and now it's the Ryder Resurrection. And for all those, you know, I've seen the comments on social media.
I thought Zack Ryder was dead.
Listen, anybody who is commenting like that or posting like that, it doesn't bother me because they're not a real fan.
No way are they a real fan. Are you kidding me?
Anyone is a fan of Zack Ryder, Matt Cardona, whatever you want to call me, they got it. They were happy for me. They were happy for the moment. Anybody who's bitching and moaning and complaining, it doesn't matter because they're not a fan.
No. And there are two things that I said. One, from like a story perspective, from a character perspective, there was, and I guess I didn't know that I would feel this way until I saw it, but there was something amazing to the idea of Zack Ryder's the guy who was our guy, was the fans' guy. We were trying to get him over while New York wouldn't put him over. You know what I mean? And Zack Ryder's the guy who goes away. And Zack Ryder has to get stripped of everything, and he makes it on his own. And then somehow he grows up. He comes back bigger, better, badder than ever. And now he's here in this prime position. It's almost like anybody that's been on the ride, not just for the last 4 years, but the entire career, it was a full circle moment. So there was that perspective from the artist side of my brain. But then the other side of my brain, where you had people going like, well, he's a sellout. I go, dude, like, you've never, ever claimed to be anything that you weren't. 2 weeks ago, we were on the Broski Breakdown. You had lost some matches or whatever over the weekend. I said, bro, tough weekend, huh? And you said, not for my fanny pack. Like, it's always been that.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, yeah, I am very much with you in the sense that if you want to complain, and if you're in that position where Zack Ryder shows up as a true surprise, people didn't see it coming. If you want to complain, you can, but you have to really want to complain at that point.
No, listen, you're entitled to your opinion. You can complain all you want. And I'm not even saying these people are haters or trolls. They can have their opinion. I just know their opinion means nothing to me because they're not a real fan of mine.
Right.
If you were to complain, that's just proof. Oh, not a real fan. Not a real fan. Because you could spot a real fan a mile away, and someone who even like takes their phone out and contemplates making a post about that is not a real fan.
That's right. If it occurs
but I have no
to
problem
you,
with those people.
Sure.
That's fine. Hey, keep tweeting about me any name you want. It's more mentions for me.
That's right. That's right.
That's right.
So on Tuesday when we last spoke, did you know that this was going to happen?
Listen, in this business, I don't believe anything until it happens.
Gotcha. Was there
one day I will talk about everything that went down. I feel like it's too fresh.
Sure.
Don't want to spoil everything.
Sure.
I will say this. I believe it was either Tuesday or Wednesday where I had to order Zack Ryder gear in 24 hours.
Oof.
So I don't recall if it was on Tuesday or Wednesday. I just know I needed gear in 24 hours because I was leaving Thursday.
Wow. Because they say we want Zack Ryder.
We want Ryder.
That's what they said. They finally said it.
And the thing was, once I got released, I sold off all my non-sentimental Zack Ryder gear.
Right.
And I couldn't like show up in like WrestleMania gear.
Oh, dude, that would have been, if you had showed up in the ladder match gear, that would have been horrible.
Right.
Horrible.
Right. So I was like, well, damn it. So when I showed up to Smackdown, I will say this: I had the Matt because I still did not know for sure what I was if it was happening. B, if it was happening, what name?
So there was a part of you, and only say what you want to say, but there was a part of you that goes like, "All right, I'm going because I was asked to go, but who knows if this is not going to get changed? If this is going to get changed at the last minute?"
Bro, in this business,
that's
come
right.
on.
Yeah,
I don't believe it until it happens. So, but I did go with the brand new Zack Ryder gear, Matt Cardona gear, and then just in case the Zack Ryder gear didn't make it because it was shipped to New York, I had makeshift Zack Ryder gear. There was Matt Cardona gear that did not have any MC logos on it. So I had 3 sets of gear, 2 sets of boots,
yeah.
2 entrance vests, which I didn't end up wearing any of them because I had the t-shirt.
Right.
So I got a new Zack Ryder vest that I'll never, ever wear. That I spent hundreds of dollars on. When I had the shirt, I'm like, oh, I'm going to wear the shirt and plug the shirt.
And because it was a new shirt, it wasn't like it wasn't like an old broski shirt that they dug up, or was it?
So it's an old design with a twist, but it's a brand new shirt.
Right. It's one of the new shirts that went up on sale.
Right.
Wow. So, okay, before we get into other details, this is just because my geek merch brain, right? When I saw those shirts go up, the broski t-shirt has that old school WWE wear patch.
Yeah.
On the picture. Is that actually on the new shirt?
It is.
Oh, that's awesome.
So it's just it's printed on there like a logo.
Okay.
But
it's still
pretty cool.
Yeah, it's still because it's a throwback.
Throwback, baby.
I like that.
Yeah.
So you, I did see on your social, you posted a photo of you in the hoodie under Cloak and Dagger with the COVID mask on with the like.
Oh yeah.
So did you got snuck into the building that way?
Snuck into the building. So I did not want to fly into Albany because Sam, all the fans, so-called fans with their Funko Pops, their 8x10s.
Yeah, with their plastic front of the Funko Pop box.
Right. So I decided to fly into New York City. And it just so happened that Chelsea was filming, I believe it was Good Morning America or Good Day New York, one of those morning shows.
Mm-hmm.
So I flew in with her to New York. And then we did that. And then we were even, I just went with her to I believe it was Fox Studio. And a couple of people took a picture and I pulled us out like, hey, whatever you do not post this. And I didn't say why. I said, hey, just give it a day or two before you post this.
Yeah.
Give it a day or two.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cause I did not want this spoiled in any way. I didn't tell anybody. I didn't tell my parents. Didn't tell anybody.
Wow.
That's how secrets stay secretive, Sam.
100%, dude.
Because you tell one person, oh, don't tell anybody. That one person can tell one person, oh, don't tell anybody. And that person can tell one person, oh, don't tell. And then next thing you know,
everybody
Sean
knows.
Ross Sapp is reporting it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%. And forever, fans have been saying, like, we miss surprises. Like, you got, by the way, you and Nick Nemeth and Dolph Ziggler, both excellent at keeping these surprises.
because we get it. We're old school, baby.
Yeah, 100%. So you get snuck in, and then does anybody, obviously, like the powers that be know you're there, and does LA Knight know that you're the guy that he's going to be facing that night? I mean, at some point he would, I'm sure, but
I think he found out when my music hit.
Wow.
Come on, Sam. What are we doing here? We're not filming Unreal here, Sam. Come on.
No, fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. Okay.
Yeah. We were filming Unreal.
Right.
I have different answers for you.
Right. Well, when we get, I'll get the banners behind me. We'll do a high spot shoot interview at some point in the future.
Yeah.
But you're back there in one of the rooms. What's going on in your mind when you're just kind of by yourself in the room because you can't see anybody, you can't say hi to people?
It was the most nerve-wracking week, maybe day I've had in the past 5 years.
Yeah,
for sure. Also, what music are they going to play? I know they're not playing Always Ready,
right?
But like, what incarnation of the radio are they playing? Are they playing like the old radio? They're playing the downstate one, which they ended up playing.
Yes.
Are they going to put the woo 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 intro in? I had no idea. I had no clue. I'm happy with the one they chose.
Yeah, because it was the one with the more like serious, edgy woo, woo, instead of like the goofball thing.
Yes, with the downstate music, but it had the goofball Tron, the goofball logo, the goofball shirt. But hey, nostalgia's in. I don't know how accurate the top filters or top sellers filter is on WWE Shop, but my 3 shirts were the top selling shirts this weekend. If that's accurate, I don't want to be a mark for myself like Killer Cross was. I believe the hype. So
I do know. Yeah.
I don't know if it's 100% accurate, but on my phone when I went to top sellers, it came up. That's all I know.
That's all you know.
Is it accurate in the back end? I don't know. But on my phone, on the day that I posted it, it was there.
And it probably
I'm not gonna act like Killer Cross and like tell all these dirt sheets to talk about it, even though like maybe it was a top seller on Shop, but no way I was out selling Cody at Venue. Like, come on, Cross. You think Killer Cross was out selling the American Nightmare at Venue? Give me a break. Give me a break. Ain't no way. Last time is now tour. Killer Cross outselling Cena at Venue? No way.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't have access to the data, but but I do think, like, to that point, it was pretty great that they come back with the kind of old school graphics. Because that's what's going to move those shirts. And if you're going to go throwback on the shirts, that's the throwback shirt. The logo is the thing, right?
I agree. It was surreal because they sent me a bunch of shirts to choose from and said, choose your top 3. So those were the 3 I chose. I made minor tweaks to all of them. But like, it was funny seeing some of the shirts that either I rejected in like 2011, 2012, or like they rejected. So like they must have just pulled up Zack Ryder t-shirts,
Oh, that's so funny. So it's designed. Yeah. Some of the designs never came out.
Yeah, most of them never came out.
Right.
It was all things that either I rejected or I pitched, and then they rejected, but we're still in the system.
That's great.
Yeah.
No, I think you made the right call with those 3. When you're in there, I mean, you had to be happy with the match. It was very you got, as they say in the biz, you got a lot of the match.
Listen, I haven't watched it back. I say this to guys and girls in the indies all the time. Like, don't watch your stuff back right away because you know how you feel about the match, right? Like, enjoy the moment, right? If you think you had a good match, I'm not saying don't watch it in a week. Of course, you want to get better. You want to critique yourself, have other critique you. But if you think you had a good match, enjoy that moment for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because if you just get through the curtain, you're asking, what do you think? What do you think? You're getting the instant feedback, and criticism. How are you going to enjoy it? What are we doing this for if we don't enjoy it?
That's right. That's right.
So yeah, maybe in a couple of days I'll watch it and I'll cringe over a couple of things because I'm a perfectionist, right? But I was happy with the evening, and I did not want to go, and ruin it by watching it back. Like, oh, I wish I would have done this or that,
Guys, we're gonna get right back to it, but can we be real for a second? Confidence in the bedroom, let's just be honest, it changes everything. When you know you can perform there, you know you can perform everywhere. You walk around with it throughout your life. That's where Rugiet's Go Long comes in. This isn't just another pill. This is a confidence game changer. It's designed to help you get harder and last longer when it counts. Go Long combines 2 doctor-trusted medications in one dual-action pill that works faster and lasts up to 36 hours. There's no timing anxiety. There's no more second-guessing yourself. There's no walking around all day thinking it's now or never. No. Work at your own time. And imagine walking into any situation and you know that you've got what it takes. That's the confidence that Go Long is going to deliver in bed and beyond. Getting started is simple. Connect with a board-certified doctor 100% online at Rugiet.com. If prescribed, your treatment ships discreetly to your door. You ready to level up your confidence? Connect with a provider at Rugiet.com and use promo code NOTSAM to get 15% off and see if a prescription is right for you. That's RUGIET.com and use code NOTSAM to get 15% off today. Use the code to support the show. And so Rugiet knows that we sent you.
Yeah, it was your moment. Just be in that moment.
You got to live for the moment, Hardy Boy style, right?
That's right. That's 100%. Yes. Yes, of course you do. I saw as well, I mean, look, there was interaction backstage between you and LA Knight. A lot of people noticed there was a chemistry between you and LA Knight. And everybody's wondering, who would you prefer LA Knight to Mojo Rawley as a tag team partner?
Sam, I prefer you to Mojo Rawley as a tag team partner. LA Knight, I can't say enough good things about him. He is the real deal. We've never touched, never wrestled before. But, man, he's 100% the real deal. I will say this, Sam, you'd pop for this. I think this was during the commercial break. It's so weird because, now there's not really a commercial break because it airs everywhere else but the U.S. on Netflix.
Correct.
But I believe this was in the U.S. commercial break, where he's banging my head against the announce table, yeah. And I'm thinking, oh my God, look at those LJs. Let me reach over and grab some of those. Maybe I can sneak that Dusty. Because Target canceled my order. Maybe I can sneak and get that Dusty.
Let me grab that Dusty. It's still, it's loose, but it's loose mints.
Loose mint.
Yeah. That's so funny.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm banging my head. Yeah. I'm thinking, oh, look, can I grab him?
Yeah, let me grab one.
Maybe slide into the ring.
Yeah, maybe after the match I can kind of roll out, like sell something, and then real quick just grab the Dusty.
Yeah.
So, I also saw you posted a photo, a reunion of sorts. You and Cody and Miz all together. Enjoy. Was this pre-match or post-match?
This is post-match. Cody invited me on his bus afterwards. Miz stuck around. We had a little cigar.
Did Cody know you were coming?
If he knew, it wasn't from me.
Okay.
He's a WWE champion. He might know some things.
He's probably well informed.
But I listen. I did not. When I say I didn't tell anybody, I didn't tell anybody.
Wow.
My wife knew. That's it.
These guys.
If other people knew, they didn't know from me.
Right. Because that's all you have control over. I mean, if it gets out, it gets out. But you're not the one who did it.
Right. And I was hoping that it would not get out,
and it didn't. It didn't. It was pretty.
It did not.
It was pretty remarkable. What was it like being there? Because I feel like, you've been gone for 5 years or however long it's been, but in that 5 years, everything has changed. So did you notice, kind of being back there, that things were different? Like you said, little things, like the wrestling in the commercial breaks is now not just for the house, it's for the international Netflix feed. Were there things like that, or did it kind of feel like, no,
I was locked in a room. I got there an hour or so late, so I'm locked in the room from, let's say, 3 o'clock to 9 p.m. when my segment's about to. I don't go to Gorilla until it's my segment.
Wow, of course.
So I'm locked in this room. So I don't, I saw, obviously afterwards I said hello to people, blah, blah, blah. But I didn't really get to experience anything.
Yeah. Was Danilo there?
I'm not sure if Danilo was there, but I am going to dinner with Danilo and Robbie E tomorrow.
I've heard about it already.
Yeah. Oh, okay,
yeah. Yes. We'll discuss. We will discuss. Yeah, and then so you get back after the match, and I mean, the damnedest thing in the world.
Bro.
Brian Myers described it as AI. You get the Triple H point picture.
I even said to him, I said, people are going to think this is AI.
What were Triple H's words after the match, or words that you would want to share, if any?
Everything was positive. It was such a whirlwind, right? So I don't want to, paraphrase or even try to remember everything, but everything seemed positive.
Mm-hmm.
Got the point.
Yeah,
and,
you did.
It's funny because as I was, just kind of cooling off, and I'm like, when was the first time I was in this building? It was Albany. So I did a little research. Actually went on Cage Match. Actually had the major marks in our Major Pod Facebook group. Look it up on Cage Match. The first time I ever wrestled in Albany, Hawkins and Ryder versus Triple H and Jeff Hardy.
That's awesome.
So I went on WWE.com. I found this picture, like Triple H spine buster in me. Like, how wild is it? First time I'm there, I'm getting spine busted by Triple H. Last time I'm there, getting the finger point.
Getting the point photo, man. Yeah. And yeah, I mean, it's really cool. It's really, really cool. Now, we've had multiple conversations about whether or not what the merch situation was based on your Tops Now card from NXT. Yeah. I will tell you, I have already ordered the new Matt Cardona Tops Now, or Zack Ryder Tops Now.
How many did you get?
I just got one.
I got 100. I don't know if that's enough. I'm serious. I don't know if that's enough.
I mean, listen, here's the thing. First of all, you're only gonna have a couple of days to do it. I would consider, honestly, I don't think it'd be dumb for you to order more, because you're always going to be able to sell them at tables,
right,
and on whatnot. And I mean, worst case scenario, you'll just go through all these base cards over the course of a year or two. But
I'm not going to lose money.
No, best case scenario, you'll end up with, like, the rare ones, the different, like the gold color and the red color and all those refractors.
Maybe I'll order another 100.
I think you should.
I mean, they're not super cheap. It was like $500 for 100.
Well, I know. When you order only one, it's like $9 or $10.
Yeah, so I think you might get a little deal when you order more, but not much.
Yeah. But I'm glad you ordered 100. I ordered just one.
And I do want to say, even though, my shirts may or may not have been the top sellers, I ordered less than 10 of all three combined.
Oh,
so
wow.
I don't want people thinking that I hijacked those numbers.
Right. Okay, that's good to know.
I ordered less than 10 of all three combined. So maybe I got like 6 Are You Serious, Bro, 2 the other. So I want the people to know that.
That's good to know.
Because I know there's going to be a lot of people thinking I caused some, some controversy and some collusion over those numbers. No. I only ordered 10.
Those are organic numbers.
Yes.
That's good. And I believe those organic. I mean, listen, you came out in the shirt. The logo was everywhere. Everybody remembers that shirt. Honestly, the Broski shirt was a huge shirt. It's an iconic shirt because that's the shirt that kind of goes with the whole Z-True Long Island story era. Yep. Like that's that Broski.
That's the one
era. Yeah.
And at first, like, I wasn't going to pick it at all.
Oh.
And then I'm like, if we're going to do one of these old school shirts, you might as well do the shirt.
That's the shirt. Yeah.
Yeah.
But now there's merch. Did you what type of merch deal are we talking about here? Are you are you on a Hornswoggle nostalgia deal?
No, so no nostalgia deal, no legend deal. I signed something. I don't even know what I signed, but it gave them the rights temporarily to make merch. Now, what can they make? I believe that's up to them. Like, right. I'm giving them the rights to make whatever they want. What are they going to make? I don't know. They've made the 3 shirts, the card. I mean, please make whatever you want.
Yeah, as much as you want.
But it's not my choice. If it was up to me, I'd want a figure.
Yeah.
I'd want to be in the video game. Maybe one of those big shots, some chalk line shorts. Yeah. Let's keep going. I mean,
do it all.
A ringside from the vault.
Yeah. I mean, you got everybody. When you say temporarily, how long are we talking about?
I don't even know.
You don't know. You
I don't even know.
You got to get somebody to read your contract.
Yeah. Well, it's one of those things. It's like, What am I going to do? Have a lawyer look over it? I'm going to sign it anyway.
Right, that's true. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. Is there room for negotiation? Yeah. We'll get somebody else to do it. Okay.
Yeah. Right?
No, that's smart. But I mean, now, probably in hindsight, you should probably try to figure out what's in there and at least just so you know what's possible, what's going on, if you should be strong-arming Bill McKenna.
Well, I already set the gear to Mattel.
Good.
I know Bill McKenna doesn't like splatter paint. This gear did have some splatter paint on it, so sorry, Bill. But yeah, I don't know exactly what they can do, what they want to do. I tweeted out. You're one of the only people. You have a very rare opportunity to be the first person to ever have a big rubber guy and a modern LJN. Imagine that.
That'd be sick.
Well, no, but that's not true. Dusty Rhodes.
Oh yeah. Well, the first active guy.
Okay. Sure.
First active.
I'd be in good company.
You and Dusty. Cody would probably be psyched about that. Man, I mean, so of course the question on everybody's mind is, what does this mean for the future of Zack Ryder in WWE?
Bro, I have no idea.
Right.
Always ready. It's not just a hashtag. It's seriously the way I live my life and career. I got the phone call to do this, and I was always ready for the opportunity. If I get another phone call to come back to do another one-off, whatever, I'm always ready. I don't know. It was a one-time deal.
Right.
Could it lead to something else? Perhaps. Hopefully it does. But if it doesn't, just the fact this year closed off, I think Sean Ross Sapp just reported it, in a 12-month period, I've wrestled unsigned, by the way, WWE, NXT, AEW, Ring of Honor, NWA, GCW, and every other indie under the sun.
That's crazy.
Unheard of. Unsigned.
I don't think it's never happened before. I don't think it'll ever happen again. Especially unsigned across the whole way. I mean, that's
unsigned.
To me, that's the accomplishment. I mean, forget about coming back here, we're going to go there. It's like that's the thing. Like, you have, with this, I mean, you already had, right? But with this specifically, you've pushed the idea of being unsigned further than anyone's ever done it.
No one's done it like this, right? And I saw Drew McIntyre. I said, hey man, because he was complimenting me on the stuff I've done. I said, dude, I stole stuff from you. I stole stuff from Cody. And then of course I did it my own way. And I hope someone steals from all three of us and does it their way.
Yeah.
But the opportunity is out there, and I am the proof that it's there. Nobody expected. I did, but nobody else expected me to be a success after WWE. And then for the haters that say, "Oh, you're just a success because you came from WWE," my argument is, well, where's everyone else who ever came from WWE?
Right, especially 5 years later. Yeah.
Where's Kalisto? You know what I'm saying?
We have to name names.
Come on. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Where are they at?
Yeah.
Did it help? Of course it helped. Of course, because I was able to flip the script on what Zack Ryder was and who I came from WWE. Oh, you used to love me for that. Now you're going to hate me for that. And of course, and I say WWE is my developmental because I learned so many things from WWE, how to market yourself, how to, talk, and not just talk promo, but talk do media, do podcast interviews, not sound like an idiot,
Yeah.
Not ramble on, do things that can be clipped into sound bites. You know what I'm saying? That's all stuff I learned from WWE.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know what's next.
To me, there's also something really cool about this idea that there is now a multiverse. You've pushed the boundary again, where and this is probably look, to me, I take it as a fan. I take it as the reason that Zack Ryder is declared dead is to display commitment to the fact to what you're doing now, right? To what this Matt Cardona thing is and what you're doing with it. And that is the way it should be, but it's also, I mean, it's a wrestling thing. It's a storyline. There's no,
right.
It's not a real thing. But now the idea that, okay, what if we go one level past that? And we've officially, at least in this moment, entered into a multiverse where Zack Ryder and Matt Cardona can exist simultaneously.
Well, I mean, in what, a month and a half, they were both in WWE, technically WWE programming.
Yeah, absolutely. And I also there were people questioning that, but I think that makes perfect sense too. When you were on NXT,
guys, it's pro wrestling. What are we doing here?
No, you're right. You're right. But also, when you were on NXT, they didn't even bring up your run in WWE, really. They brought you up as that's Matt Cardona from TNA. When you when you were on SmackDown, that's Zack Ryder, he's back. It's two different stories.
Yeah, and speaking of TNA, I went right to TNA the next day.
Yeah.
Flew in, went home, ate breakfast, took a shower, right to TNA.
Perfect.
Because the grind doesn't stop, because this business is, what have you done for me lately? And it's great. Friday, awesome. Career highlight for sure. Incredible. But I knew whoever comes out Monday is good. Then what I did is, and that's just the nature of the beast.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fortunate that I was on Friday, so I had Saturday and Sunday, and there were no big shows to take away from me. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because now Ziggler gets that pop, and rightfully so. I had goosebumps. I'm so happy for him. But no matter who it was, even if there was no mystery man, whatever happened on Raw, Brock Lesnar coming out the room, they weren't gonna be talking about Matt Cardona, Zack Ryder anymore, and that's just the business.
Sure.
So like now I have to be like, okay, I got GCW Saturday. How do I make the world talk about that?
Yeah.
I only have a couple more days to leech off that Zack Ryder appearance, and then I gotta focus on what's next.
But by the way, the beauty of you is that you'll find the next thing to leech off of, and you'll be great.
Well, I mean, ultimate opportunist.
Yes.
That's what I stole that from Adam Copeland.
Yeah.
Maximize everything.
Mm-hmm.